All right, welcome everyone to the Willows Planning Commission meeting today on July 1st, 2025. I call this meeting to order at 6:01. Let's go ahead and stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Salute.
I pledge allegiance
To
to the flag
of
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands,
one nation,
under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'm totally used to sitting right over there. Can you guys tell? All right, moving on to roll call.
All right. Vice Chair Valencia,
Present.
Commissioner Brott,
Present.
Commissioner Corum, absent, Commissioner Ocampo, and Commissioner Nygaard.
Present.
Thank you.
All right, item number 4, changes to the agenda.
There are none.
Okay. So we'll go ahead and proceed to public comment and consent calendar forum. All items on the consent calendar are considered routine and may be approved with a single vote unless removed for separate discussion by the chair and commissioners. Individuals wishing to speak on consent items or matters not on the agenda are asked to complete a speaker card and submit it to the city clerk. All remarks shall be directed to the chair and council members and are limited to 3 minutes. By law, the council cannot discuss or take action on items not listed on the posted agenda. All right, so we'll go ahead and move on to the approval of the minutes. Can I get a motion?
I motion to approve the June 3rd minute. I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion passed. Moving on to public hearing. All matters in this section of the agenda are formal public hearings and will be acted on individually. Individuals wishing to speak on these items are asked to complete a speaker card and submit it to the city clerk. Comments should be directed to the chair and commissioners and are limited to 3 minutes. If you have any documentation that you would like distributed to the council, please give it to the city clerk for distribution. Item A.
Good evening, Commission. First off, I'd like to welcome our new Planning Commissioner, Robin Bobby Nygaard. Welcome aboard, and we're happy to have you. And thanks for not donating your time, but thanks for being here and being a part of the community and having your input heard for the citizens of Willows. Yep. On to the next items. We have actually two cannabis items: cannabis business license, conditional use permits. First off, I'd like to apologize for staff was not able to complete the 300-foot mailed notice for these conditional use permits in time for this planning commission meeting. While we did get the required newspaper advertisement in time, we did not get the 300-foot letters out within the 10-day noticing period. So to prevent this, we'll be issuing the letters as soon as we get them. The item is ready in the near future. And we appreciate your understanding. And we are committed to improving our notification process. And the good thing is it gives you guys a little more time to review them. So we'll be looking to push those forward. So for item number A on the public hearing, we'd like to recommend that you continue that to the August 5th Planning Commission meeting.
We don't motion for that, right? It's just a continuance.
You need a motion.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Can I get a motion?
I'll move that we move item A and item B to the August 5th meeting of the Planning Commission.
Yeah. Can I get a second? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion passed. All right, item C, the Iona EV design review, file DR 2504 on 246 North Humboldt Avenue.
Perfect. Thank you, commissioners. Again, Joe Betancourt, Community Development Services. I'm going to pass this off to Amy Rossig at Harrison Associates. She's our contract planner. This is like you said, an EV design review for what is better known as the Black Bear parking lot. So with that, I'll pass it over to Amy.
Okay. Good evening, commissioners. Are you able to see my PowerPoint presentation? Should I share my screen? Oh, no.
Is the TV turned up? Hold on 1 second, Amy.
Okay.
Try again.
Try again.
Oh,
Can you hear me now? No? Let me see if it's me. Can you hear me now? No.
Right now?
Try now? Can you hear me now? No? Try now? Anything? No. Can you hear me now?
I think the issue is in the chambers because I'm virtual and I can hear you.
Oh.
Emily Horn.
I also have our Iona team here as well to field
Perfect.
questions.
Great. Thank you so much.
Mhm.
But they can hear each other, right? Can they hear each other? Yeah, she's nodding, yeah.
So it's just us?
It's just.
Want to try again?
Yeah, I can hear. Oh.
Make the motion to.
Pause the meeting, yeah. Oh, all right, can I get a motion to pause the meeting while we get this situated?
I motion to pause.
May I
I'll
have a
second
second?
that.
All right, and do we have to take that to a vote? Do we-
All right. Yeah,
Yep, we can hear you, Amy. Thank you.
perfect. Thank you. Can you also see my PowerPoint presentation? Because I can't see it on my side.
Let me share it for you.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Perfect. Thank you so much. So as it's already been previously mentioned, my name is Amy Rossig. I'm one of the planners with Harrison Associates. The project before you tonight is a design review for a EV charging station. Next slide, please. The project site is located at 246 North Humboldt Avenue. It's on the south side of the city, close to Highway 5. It's located in a highway commercial zoning district, which is appropriate for this area since it is so close to the highway. Next slide, please. Here is a overview of the project site. As mentioned earlier, this is where Black Bear Diner is, so the site is already fully developed. The EV charging station would be located along the northern portion of the property in the existing parking lot. From this aerial, you can kind of see the adjacent parcel, which is an existing gas station, and you can just see a little bit at the bottom of the picture where Black Bear Diner is, and there's an existing parking lot in between. Next slide, please. So here's a better picture of the site plan. As you can see, the project site would construct 10 vehicle parking spaces. There would be 5 charging stations, and then there would also be a transformer to power all of this located close to the road. Then next slide, please. This is a rendering of what the applicant has proposed, just to give you a really good, clear picture of what the project would look like. It would include a 13-foot tall canopy structure. It would be made of steel. It would be painted a soft black color. The underside of it would be painted a orange color, which is a new introduction of a color to this area. However, this is really going to be mainly visible to customers that are occupying this area. It would also include some charging stations, which would be painted a robin's egg blue, as you can see from this picture. And then it would include orange bollards to protect the charging stations in case anyone backs into them. Next slide, please. So based on my review, I'm proposing to recommend approval of the EV charging station as it's consistent with the general plan and the design review criteria set forth in the code. I'm available for any questions, and I know the applicant's also on the line in case you have any questions for them.
I do have a question, Sarah.
Yes.
There is a open space from the gas station to this parking lot. Will that be closed off?
Yes, so based on my review of it, that would be closed off. I think it connects the two properties together right now, but there are going to be driveways that would still connect to Humboldt Avenue, so there would still be access provided to both parcels.
Okay, thank you.
I don't have any questions, but I like the idea. I think it's great. We need something like that. It'd be nice to see something like that down in the downtown area, something similar like that.
And I don't know if you can, do you want to unmute Brian and see if he has anything to add to this, or if he's obviously doesn't have to, but if he's available for questions. And Amy, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think these are kind of the DC fast chargers as well.
Yes, yes,
So-
sorry, I didn't mention that. Yes,
No, you're
they
fine.
are. Mhm.
I don't know. I have another question. I think the design is great too. I do like it. And you said something about the color orange. Is that just because this is the design of the Iona? If I'm saying that right?
Yeah,
So
and
is there,
Brian may be able to speak more to that, but as far as I could tell, that's the color of the company's color scheme.
Do it from up panel.
That's correct.
You want-
Yes.
it looks great and I think it'll benefit the business definitely.
Yeah, for sure. So if there's no more questions or comments, we'll move on to make a motion, right?
Yes, correct.
I second that motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion passed. Moving on to discussion and action calendar. All matters on the discussion and action calendar will be discussed and acted on individually. Individuals wishing to speak on these items are asked to complete a speaker card and submit it to the city clerk. Comments should be directed to the chair and commissioners and are limited to 3 minutes. By law, the council cannot discuss or take action on items not listed on the posted agenda. Item A, election of chair and vice chair. Well, I'd like to nominate Commissioner Sherry Brock for chair. I can do that, right?
Yep. No, I think you're good to kind of open it. Carlene's going to handle this one. So, but yeah, I think you're able to make nominations, and then would we,
Nominations and then you would make a motion to,
yep. So you can, make somebody want to second the
Yeah,
motion.
someone would. Who seconded it?
I-
Oh, sorry, thank you.
And then that'd go up to a vote, right?
And then you can take it to a vote, yeah.
Yeah, okay. All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any abstained, or I'm sorry, all those opposed? And I haven't even asked if there's anyone abstained during this motion, so I'm sorry, I'm just realizing that right now. Motion passed.
And for vice chair?
Well, then we should nominate Keith Form because he's not here.
I second that motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion passed. Moving on to comments and reports. Item A, commission comments and report. Anybody have any comments or report?
I'd like to welcome Bobby again. It's nice to have 5 members again.
Yeah.
I think we continue with 5 members for quite a while.
Mhm. Item B, staff comments and reports.
Hi again, Joe Betancourt, Community and Development Services. Again, we've continued the items for the cannabis business applications to August 5th. At current time that we do have another project, which is a hotel expansion that is still pending to see if it's going to be on the agenda. So I'll keep you guys in the loop on that as we get closer. That would be a design review as well, along Humboldt to the north of 162. So we're hopeful. We tried to get him on this one, but didn't quite get enough information from the applicant, but we did just receive some additional things. So hopefully we'll be bringing that forward. And the only other thing that could potentially come forward is we'll be taking a wayfinding sign agenda item to city council coming up on Tuesday, July 8th. So depending on how that goes, we may be bringing some options to you guys on the design of how that sign looks. And those are, pointing to downtown or the museum or city hall are kind of the temporary ones. We've got kind of a mismatch of ones currently that are the couple of the ugly, I'll call them ugly green, kind of shimmery signs that look like road signs. So, like I said, depending on how that goes and if it's approved, we'll hopefully be bringing something forward for you guys to kind of look at and get input on that for you. So that's all I have.
All right.
Adjournment?
Anyone else? No? All right. All right. So I'll go ahead and adjourn the meeting at 6:19.
I think that's all.